Hey guys, Luna here. Welcome to a brand new build tutorial. Today I think we will build something just a little bit different, not a modern house. I will explain why in a second. I think we will build a coffee shop. I'm here in my modern say, as you can see. And that's something that I don't have here, and I think we'll get one built. I don't have one pre-built like normally. We could just build one as we go along. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm kind of working on a modern house tutorial just now, one that I am pre-building, and I'm decorating the interior, doing loads of stuff in it. It's going to be really cool. But for now, we need some videos, and I think this will be the perfect thing. So I think we will get out some materials. Now I'm just going to do something a bit different here, because I'm going to follow kind of my own steps for some recent videos. I've been making top 5 videos, and I've been giving people advice on how to build modern builds, and so I'm just going to kind of follow my own steps. So step 1 was choosing your materials, so we're going to do that. I'm just going to get out some birchwood planks. I think because it's a coffee shop, we can kind of base it on real life coffee shops, and I'm going to go with the obvious Starbucks. So I've seen a picture of a modern looking Starbucks, and that was the color that they chose. It was kind of like a light wood. So that's the only thing that I've kind of pre-looked at, just the color of coffee shops. Lime green wool, we can go with that. I think that looks pretty good. I actually will test out this color because I'm not sure which one is which. And also, let's see, I'm going to test out these to see which one kind of reminds me most of Starbucks. Let's get out some white stained glass. That will look pretty good. I like to kind of use a regular color scheme. So if I use light kind of wood, I always go with white stained glass. And if I go with darker wood, I always kind of go with a darker glass. I don't know why I do that. I think that will do for now. Now before we start, I'm going to do one thing. I'm not sure how big this will be. It will definitely fit into this space I have here. But I do know I will have a car park at the front. So I'm just going to leave a space for that. So I will have most likely a wall going around it. And then I'm going to leave a space of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, for kind of... Actually, guys, I'm going to turn down the volume. Just hold on a second. I'm going the wrong way, not to the menu. Options. Music. And I'm going to turn down the... Actually, no, I'll just turn down my own volume. So you guys can still hear. That would make more sense. There we go. I don't want to hear myself building. And so we have a space there. We have kind of like the car park, kind of just your regular car park. If I make a car, I always make it, I think it's 4 wide or 3 wide. So we'll just stick with that. That will do. So if I build any cars, it will fit into that space. So we've left that space. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And where was I? Sorry about that, guys. If the audio and the video didn't quite match up there, I just realized I hadn't even pressed record. So I had to kind of go back, listen to my audio, record it at the same time. Hopefully it made sense. But I'm definitely recording now. So we will hopefully it all matches up. I think I kind of got it right. Alright, anyway, where were we? We were trying to figure out where our car park was going to go before we even start building. And I'm just going to leave a space of 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. I don't want to make it the same size as my road. I don't want it to be too big, because my road is like 7. So I'm just going to make it 4. And then we need another one of these. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. Obviously I'm not going to build it out of this. We will choose something that's closer to road colors. So that will do. Now we know where our Starbucks can be built, or our coffee shop, which will be right here. We can put this right up to the wall. What I'm actually going to do, guys, is I'm going to get out some kind of material for stone for the actual build. We can either go with cobblestone, or I think we're actually going to go with cracked stone brick. Is that the only one that there is? I always forget. Is there one in here? Yeah, there is. There we go. Cracked stone brick to go with our colors. Alright, first of all, we can test out our greens. So we'll place them all down. There we go. I think this one here, what's that green wool? That is the one where we're going to go with. So guys, you can get rid of your lime wool, the clays, we'll just stick with green wool. Alright, so what we're going to do is, I'm thinking something like this. Let me get this right. I think we're going to have kind of 2 separate buildings. And I'm not going to put this right on there. I'm going to put it one away for now, just in case we decide to change something here. I don't want to have no space left. Or actually guys, what we can do is we can move this car park further down again. I'm going to add on another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just so there's space for one more kind of row of cars and another kind of little road. Yeah, that makes more sense. We'll keep it like that, because I want to have kind of like a little path going down the middle of the car park and some lights, and that's just what I'm thinking in my head, so we'll leave the space for that. And again, here, I'm not sure what we'll do with this space, but we'll figure out something. So we have our kind of wall. What I'm thinking for this is if we just kind of build our basic shape going along this way, we'll figure out the size in a second. So we just kind of have a wall going that way, and then it's going to arch over like this. You can kind of see what I'm doing here, and then goes back down like that. Oh, I managed to do it first time and get them in line. Perfect. And then we just kind of fill in this wall here, so it's completely filled in as just a plain wall. And then we can fill in this with white stained glass. Like that. It's kind of like a tunnel. So we could fill that in a second. You kind of see what I'm going with, guys. And then what I'm thinking for why I'm doing that is so we can kind of have a main entrance, and then this would actually be the inside of the coffee shop here, where the seats would be. Obviously, we might have to make it a bit bigger than this. And then we just kind of have our door kind of here, made out of the light birchwood planks. Like so. And then this would just come down probably to about there, maybe. Just kind of a square. And this would be where the main entrance would be, and it's also where you'd buy your coffee. You come in here, you know, you can buy your coffee from a counter that'll be in here somewhere. And then you go this way to sit down. So I think that will kind of work out. We'll just kind of go with it. So what we're going to do is kind of work out some actual sizes. So I think that's a bit narrow for being the main coffee shop. So we will keep that about the same height. But what I'm going to do is move this further over. And like I said, I know that I will have a road going down here. This is only 4 wide because this is the car park, but we'll also have a road that actually you can drive down to get to the car park. So it's 7. I'm going to dig out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that will do. And we'll make our building just one away from that. So we'll keep in line there. Is that right? Perfect. So it'll be there. Alright, that's where the side of our building will start. And then we're going to make this a bit wider. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That looks a better size. We'll keep it 16. I don't like odd numbers. And unless you're building a roof, then I always put an odd number. So I'm not sure how wide we'll make it, but we can figure that out by putting in some windows. Because again, I like my windows to be even. So since we're going with even numbers, let's put a window here. Let's count how tall this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, I don't like odd numbers. We'll keep it like that because I really like this height. It kind of, I think the perfect height for things is just kind of like one above double whatever the width is, or half the width rather. So this is like 16 wide, and I always try to make it like half of that plus a little bit, so it's not square, which is what this is. Like half of 16 is 8 plus 1, which would be 9, which is the height. It's kind of weird, but that's just kind of what I do. Alright, we'll fill this in and get better at filling in. Oh, my game is lagging, that's why I can't fill in. So we'll leave a space of like 2 there, and then a window. We'll just use this white for now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then another window. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And a final window. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then another final 2. And we'll take a look. 1, 2. This will go all the way up to join onto here. So we'll just quickly bring that along. I might have to slow down, guys, because we'll get too much done in one episode. I think what we'll do, I don't normally, but I think we will decorate the interior. Because at this pace, we'll get this building done in like 2 episodes. And I've not finished my modern house that I'm building right now. I have so much time put into it. I think it's like 40 hours or something. Obviously, the tutorial that I make for it won't be that long. But it's got so much detail into it. I don't normally do interiors. So this time I thought, you know, we'll have a change. I'll do an interior. But I've spent so much time on it that I've run out of kind of videos to make. That looks kind of a bit strange. So I think we'll leave it just now. And I like how tall it is at this side, but I don't like how tall it is at that side. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to dig out this. That will get changed in a second. And I'm going to do that. Actually, I'm going to raise the floor up on the interior. Kind of a good idea for interior, you should always have kind of different elevations. It just makes it look kind of more interesting. I'm going to choose a different color for the floor, so we'll go with this spruce wood planks, and I'll place it there. So that'll be the floor for the inside. It'll kind of look a bit strange at the end here, but I think we'll just keep it like that. Yeah, that looks okay. So we have to fill in all of this. Actually, we'll just keep it. We'll bring this along and attach it onto there. That looks better. I'd prefer it to be kind of sticking out, you know, so it was different like that, you know, stop it from being too flat. But it just kind of looks too weird. So we'll keep that. This can get destroyed now. Alright guys, that's looking better shape. This, again, up here is kind of a bit too tall looking. I'm not very happy with that. I might make double windows like that. But I'm not going to do it yet, because we might put something on the roof. Because this is going to be flat, and we'll decide later. So, we can fill in. I'm just going to get rid of that. We'll get our magic wand. Since we're using World Edit, it'll save us so much time from building. Let's see, we're going to fill in this floor just to there. So it'll be to make sure we get this right. Their wall is there, so it'll be to there. From there to there. Set 5 and 1, I think. There we go. I'm still building this in the wrong place, aren't I? I'm completely building this in the wrong place. If that is only supposed to be 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then that wall should be there. But it's a good thing we're using World Edit. How did I even get back over here? I have no idea. And we'll build from here. to here. We don't need that yet because we're going to rebuild it. Alright, so we can copy, and we can paste it in the right place. There we go. Paste. There we go. It's in the right place now. So this was 16, so that will get destroyed. And we can build this up. I'm not really sure what the interior will be like. We'll have tables and chairs, but I haven't put too much thought into what it will look like. So we can fill this in with white window pane. I'm not going to do that yet. We're going to do that. I'll just kind of use World Edit to do that quickly. This is looking good. I like that so far. Except for, like I said, I'm not too happy with how much space there is between the window and the roof. But that can all get sorted soon. Alright, so we'll take some birchwood planks. We're going to make a main entrance. I'm just going to just kind of bring this wall out a bit to there. That will do. And we're just going to make kind of like a frame. So we'll go up. We'll bring it obviously higher than this. We'll go up higher than, say, 3 maybe. And we'll bring it along. 1, 2. And we'll bring it back down. You'll notice in a lot of my builds, especially modern ones, they will have kind of these arches. Let's see. Like this. Or kind of, because I don't normally put them in the bottom, they kind of look like arches. I do that a lot. So we're going to have a window there. And then we can miss a space of 4 and then repeat that. And this is going to be windows and then a door. So we'll just bring that down and attach that onto there. We need to put in some glass and then we can put in some windows. We'll destroy this. Destroy, destroy, destroy. And we can destroy that. So let's take a look at our sizes. Now we do have to add in green to make it kind of look more Starbucksy, if that's a word. Starbucksy. And maybe we can put like a line going along here. I'm definitely not going to put in kind of like the giant word Starbucks. I just think that kind of looks a bit tacky. Or, you know, like a giant S, like Superman. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to keep it the kind of the colors. People will recognize the colors. Oh, that looks disgusting. We'll get rid of that. I mean, I'm not too used to building kind of just off the top of my head. When I build, I have some ideas, like what we've done so far. But then I usually just build something, destroy it if it looks kind of weird, like I just did there. I'll build something else, and I'll just keep doing that until I'm happy with it. But since we're kind of doing a let's build, we'll just kind of have to settle for something. Maybe not my favorite way to build, but or else we'll be here for 40 hours like my other house I'm building. And that'll be too many videos. So we'll fill that in with white. Some of these things can get replaced as we go, but we just kind of have to fill them in to see what they look like. Yeah, I like that. That's looking pretty good. We need a door, so I'm going to fill this in 1, 2, 3, 4, and then bring that across. There we have a door. I'm not sure what we're going to make the door to look like yet. Maybe just an entrance, you know, like that. It's a bit simple, but oh, I have a better idea. I have a much better idea for all this. If we fill in kind of that, make these square, like so. We'll figure out whatever we're going to do in the middle there, but we can just make these the doors. You know, there we go. Door there. Door there. They don't have to be physical doors, they can just be kind of entrances. It kind of looks a bit like Mickey Mouse. We'll figure something out. We're definitely going to figure something out. Alright, I'm going to leave this because I I will think about it. We'll think about that. Let's move on to something else. I want that's kind of the main part of our coffee shop is going to be this part here. This is just kind of a side distraction, you know. It doesn't even have to look that good, but this here, the main entrance, that's the thing that I'm going to concern myself with. I'm going to put the most thought into that. Alright guys, we're going to speed up. I'm going to replicate this wall here onto the other side, and I'm going to fill in all these windows, okay? Alright guys, so I'm not actually going to fill in this because I don't want bats to start spawning. I swear I did turn off passive mobs, but they seem to come back. Here they are. Go away. So we'll just leave that until the end. Also, I don't remember what the command was to get rid of passive mobs. Get rid of passive mobs, false. I don't remember. Alright, so the reason I didn't fill in this with world edit is because I wanted some time to think about this. So we will do some refurbishing on here. We'll keep it kind of the same. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make these all the same size. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to make it much wider. We're going to bring it up to the path there. 1, 2, 3, 4 for there. So we'll fill in this. We'll keep it with white windows. And then this can go down. So all the way down to the ground. If I can get it done. There we go. Right, all the way down to the ground. Perfect. And then we need another space for the window. So we'll destroy that. And we'll bring it out by 1. Because layers make everything go better. And we'll bring it up by 1. Like that, so that's 2, that's 3, we'll do that. And we'll bring this down. And destroy that. We want to have different elevations, you want to have different layers, it makes it look much, much, much more interesting. Is that in line? It is. Does that happen to anyone else? When you go a certain distance you can't place down blocks? Or is that just me? Just a random glitch. See, this is looking much better. Just kind of like more in scale with the rest of the building. And then we can destroy that. And that, and that. We can destroy all of that. And we can copy what we did here. So we don't need that because this is going to be glass. So we need a space of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we can bring this up. We've got a little space there, we can maybe plant some trees or something. And we need this to be in line, so it's just 1 below. There we go. So what we're going to do now is we need to fill that in with glass. So we can quickly do that. I think we must be getting close to the time limit for this video. The reason I don't upload longer videos is because I used to use Sony Vegas to edit videos, and the rendering times were pretty much, for my computer, the same length to render as the length of the video. So if I had a 20-minute video, my render times would be 20 minutes, and the quality of the video would be pretty much the same as the input video. But on kind of what I'm using now, Adobe Premiere Pro, because my Sony Vegas broke, I even kind of changed my computer back to factory settings and it still does not work, and so I have no idea. I tried thousands of solutions to get it to work. But anyway, Adobe Premiere Pro it's good. I very much enjoy editing using it, but the render times are crazy. Like, this video will probably take like 2 hours to render for absolutely reasons I can't figure out. And I don't think it's just me, I think it's just everyone. It's like that for everyone. I'm not sure why Sony Vegas can get a good quality video for kind of like half, 25% of the render time. So if I make videos now, I kind of have to make them the day before. so we can get rendering. That doesn't make too much difference to me. I just have to remember to hit render before I go to bed, so that way I can just render the video overnight. The only annoying thing I find, like if I have a long video, like if I want to record for like an hour and then I want to go to bed and like render it, like it's going to take 2 hours to render 25 minutes or whatever, and I have like 1.5 hours of recording and I just want to edit into different videos, and you have to press render on the separate part. There's no like batch render, if that makes sense. Alright guys, I know kind of what I'm doing here. That looks good for now. I think we will kind of leave it there. We haven't got too much done. We haven't added in any Starbucks screen, but we are getting there on the shape. What we will do is I'm definitely going to lower this down by 1 because I really don't like it. Even though we got rid of the bottom layer, it's still too high for my liking. And we will definitely get more of the door built, add in our Starbucks screen in the next episode. And I will have some other ideas for what we can go on to once we've built the main building for the interior. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed part 1 of this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. Also, look out for my upcoming video, which will be after this most likely, for kind of a modern house with interior. What I've been doing for it, I've decorated every single room, and all I have left to do is kind of a garage, which shouldn't take too long, and I have kind of a games room above that. And then that's it. I can start recording. It's going to be a long series, but we will get there. Alright guys, I think that's everything. Don't forget to hit the like button, and I will see you guys in part 2. Bye!